small, unsuspecting town in Wisconsin, authorities uncovered one of the most disturbing abuse cases in recent memory. A girl, long presumed missing, emerged from the shadows with a story that sent shockwaves across the country. Chained, mutilated, and forced to survive on puddle water. Her escape not only brought justice, but unveiled the horror hidden behind an ordinary door. This is the case of David Boyd and the basement horror that will haunt Wisconsin's history. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. On a cold morning in early 2025, emergency services in Wisconsin received a frantic call. A girl, barefoot and injured, appeared at a neighbor's doorstep. Her wrists showed fresh marks, evidence of chains, and her body was malnourished. She had escaped captivity, a captivity that lasted not days or months, but years. Police responded to the address she gave them, a modest home owned by 64-year-old David Boyd. What they found in his basement would horrify even veteran officers. The basement was windowless, damp, and filled with restraints. Chains, hooks, and makeshift furniture were discovered. This was not a spontaneous act. This was a meticulously constructed prison. The survivor revealed that Boyd had kept her chained for years, denying her sunlight, human contact, and basic hygiene. She was forced to drink from puddles and eat scraps when given any food at all. Worse still, she recounted being repeatedly subjected to sexual abuse and human trafficking. Her body bore signs of mutilation, injuries consistent with torture, and long-term trauma. David Boyd was arrested without resistance. He had no prior criminal record, which made the discovery even more shocking to the community. Inside the home, investigators found chains and locks embedded into basement walls, personal belongings of the victim, hidden or discarded, USB drives containing disturbing footage, journals hinting at past and potential future victims. Authorities believe Boyd may have been involved in broader trafficking operations and are currently combing through digital evidence. Who is David Boyd? Neighbors described him as quiet, reserved, and polite, a man who mostly kept to himself. But beneath the surface, investigators now suspect deep-rooted sociopathic tendencies. Experts say Boyd's ability to lead a double life, blending into a community while committing extreme abuse, demonstrates characteristics of a manipulative predator. It's unclear whether he targeted other victims, but authorities are revisiting missing persons cases in surrounding counties. Experts emphasize that Boyd's methods align with those of high-functioning predators, using charm, routine, and secrecy to disguise deviant behavior. Many abusers rely on societal blind spots, neighborhoods that don't ask questions, and systems that fail to connect missing persons to signs of criminal behavior. In fact, this case is now being used as a reference point in law enforcement training across the Midwest. The survivor, whose name remains withheld for her protection, is now in a secure care facility, undergoing medical treatment and trauma therapy. She has shown remarkable courage, recounting her ordeal in recorded interviews with investigators. According to reports, her spirit remains unbroken. Mental health professionals describe her case as extraordinary resilience, a testament to the will to survive, even in inhumane conditions. She is working with a legal team and advocates who plan to bring national attention to trafficking networks hidden within the U.S. Since her rescue, she's also begun documenting her recovery in a journal shared only with her support team, in hopes that one day her story can help others, can help. The Boyd case echoes similar horrors from the past. Consider the cases of Ariel Castro in Cleveland or Elizabeth Fritzl in Austria. These cases share patterns: long-term imprisonment, sexual exploitation, psychological manipulation, and societal disbelief. What sets the Wisconsin case apart is the survivor's escape, on her own, without aid, planning her moment despite the constant presence of her abuser. David Boyd is currently being held without bail and faces a list of charges including aggravated sexual assault, human trafficking, kidnapping, torture and mutilation, attempted murder. The community has rallied around the survivor. Local groups are organizing vigils, support networks, and advocacy campaigns calling for tougher trafficking laws and increased mental health outreach. Lawmakers in Wisconsin have already introduced a new bill named after the survivor, aimed at strengthening penalties for long-term imprisonment crimes and expanding funding for recovery shelters. While the media has helped expose Boyd's crimes, it's also raised questions about privacy and sensationalism. Some outlets released unverified details. Others revealed graphic descriptions that re-traumatized survivors. Legal experts now advocate for stricter guidelines on how abuse cases are covered, protecting the victim's dignity while keeping the public informed. News platforms are being called upon to work with trauma specialists when reporting abuse stories, an important step in changing how victims are treated publicly. The Boyd case isn't just a local tragedy, it's a national wake-up call. Thousands of trafficking and abuse cases go unnoticed every year. Many victims are hidden in plain sight, often in homes and neighborhoods no different from yours. The FBI, DHS, and NGOs are using this case to train officers, raise awareness, and deploy better surveillance tools. Community-based programs are being expanded, and survivor-led seminars are influencing policy and police training sessions. What happened in that Wisconsin basement is a chilling reminder that evil can hide in plain sight, but it's also a testament to survival and the impact that one voice can have when it breaks the silence. To support victims and learn how you can help, visit organizations like the National Human Trafficking Hotline, Polaris Project, polarisproject.org, RAIN, Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network. Share this video to raise awareness and consider supporting shelters and legal aid programs near you. Stay informed, stay compassionate, and above all, stay vigilant.